Reporting terminologies, business object, class report field, RBO, PBO, and what are the different types of data sources we have, most frequently used data sources, what is the difference between employee business object, contingent worker business object, and worker business object, what is the difference between all active and terminated, only all workers. And we also created a simple, a report to fetch these details to understand how the report works. Does anyone have any questions on this topic before we start a new topic today on reporting? Okay, so now let's start. In this session. We will talk about developing a simple report. Okay, so we have different types of reports are available, friends, but we are going to talk about here in this class simple report, advanced report, because 99% we will use only advanced report. So in this session, we will discuss what is simple report, how to create a simple report, how and what are the difference between simple report and advanced report, how to convert a simple report to advanced report, what is meant by sort, what is meant by filter. Okay, these will try to cover in today's topic. Advanced report you can share with other users. Example, I create the report, guys. I want to share with you is possible. Simple reports, you have simple filters. Complex reports has filters, even prompting also, plus sub-filters as well. Simple report, you cannot publish as a web service, which means once you get the report and you want to share the report output with any other vendors or any other systems, if you want to share this report with any other vendors, not possible. But here, you can convert this report as a web service and send the data through a EIB to the external vendor is possible. Our system is possible. And here, there is no related business object or field concepts. But here, we have related business objects, which means, for example, is RDS. RDS stands for report data source. Okay. Then we will also talk about PBO, short form. We will call it as primary business object. And again, RBO stands for related business object. Then CRF, will short form will call it as CRF, class report fields. Class report fields. And then after instance is just a simple row. Okay. So quickly we'll talk about this and also we'll discuss a deep dive in each of these report data sources, business objects, etc. First thing, RDS. So what is mean by report data source? Assume you are creating a report called a new hire report. New hire report. What is the data source for new hire report? Are you gonna get only per active employees? Are you gonna get? Or do you want temporary? Sorry, guys. Ah, I should come out of this sleep. Terminated employees, or do you want only contingent employees, or do you want combination of employees plus contingent employees? So whenever a new hire can be a contingent worker, a new hire can be a regular employee, or can be both, right? So here we need to ask the requirement from the customer and identify what is the correct business object we need. Okay, the report data source, which is nothing but only we have for this side view access. Okay, you can only view the report data source. Primary business object, it is in the form of a table. Primary business object is form of table. Whenever you create a report and include any field, your search is gonna hit the table and get the field from the table. Okay, so this is like we don't have database. In, Workday, so in detail we can't. So related business object means child table. Okay, child table. I'll give a simple example. For example, let's go to one is kind of terminated employees. Also, let's talk about contingent worker. Okay, now the most frequently used data source types. Here we have worker business object, employee business object, contingent worker business object. In any organizations, we may have normally two types of employees. One is employee, another one is contingent or contract. If we select all workers, if we select all workers as the data source, which means you are trying to get employees in the report, you're trying to get employees contingents. Okay. If we select all active unterminated workers, I'm sorry, one correction. When you select all workers, you will get employees, contingent workers only if their status is active. Means they should be active in the system. If we select all active and terminated workers, which means with this help of this data source, you will get all active employees, contingent employees, plus terminated employees and terminated employees and contingent. Okay, here you will get only active employees. If any employee terminated, that employee record doesn't come into the report output. Here it will bring active plus termination of contingent employee and employee. It will bring the details. All retirees means if the employee has been terminated with retiree status, then that employee data will be you can fetch with the help of business object. Now see the difference here. Employee business object, second one. Remember, this is a combination of contingent and employee. Employee business object means only employees, friends. It doesn't bring any contractors. All active employees, not terminated employees, only active employees. If employee terminated, which means it's exclude contingents and terminated. It excludes contingent and terminated employees. That will bring only the employees. Okay, only the employees. Okay, all terminated employees means it will bring only the employee who has termination status, who is terminated. And remember, it excludes active employees and the contingent workers. Okay, each data has a unique build. So alternate employees will exclude the active employees. It will exclude the contingent workers. Only you will get terminated employees. The final one, all contingent or contract workers. With the help of this, you will get terminated or contract end employees and contingent employees. Only you will get contingent employees, and it excludes active and terminated employees. So two things here we have to remember. If you want to get contingents plus employees, contingents in the sense contract workers, you have to go with all workers. If you want only employees, then you have to choose employees in your business object. Or if you want to contract workers, then you need to see, you need to look into the all contingent or contract workers. Okay. Any questions on this business object, friends? Okay. Now, quickly, we'll take an example and what all BOs we can call, we will see with few examples. Now, assume, or give me a moment. Hmm. Now, let's take all active employees business object. Okay, all active employees business object. Under this all active, uh, sorry, correction, data source, not business object, data source. All active data source. Under this all active data source, what are all business objects we can call? So let's see. All active is the data source. Okay, data source. Now under that, I want employee business object. Under employee BO, what are the fields I can call? Employee date of birth, employee marital status. What are the fields while hiring we have done, right? Government IDs or SSN number, dependent details. Okay, I can get all these details with the help of employee business object. Similarly, the next business object, let's say compensation grade. Compensation grade business object. Related data source is all active employees. In the all active employees, I need these fields. Okay, these are nothing but through employee business object, I will get these fields. Next one is compensation grade business process. Compensation grade business object. So what you will get, what are the data you have configured in the compensation grade, you will get the data. So for example, description of the compensation grade, AMD com grade we created, right? That one. Description of the compensation grade you will get minimum pay range, maximum pay range, mid pay range, frequency, currency. You'll get all those details under compensation grade business object. Okay. Similarly, let's also take um, dependency. In the dependency business object, so what else you can find? Name of the dependent, age, relationship,
When the voice break early 5 minutes. Is this reports is based entirely on employees, or we can take the reports on other without employees also. I mean, just I just
Without employees also, for
okay, yeah,
example, let's say you created compensation. Okay,
yes,
you want to let's say you want to know how many grade profiles are there, what are the min and maximum pay ranges are there. Only grade on data on the grade, not on the worker. Okay, you can still create the report on the grade, not only on worker level. Any data whatever we are counting worker, we have different types of data sources. Um, yeah, one. When you run this, as I said.